About this exercise regarding the power of choice that you can choose. That's something that we need to know, that to activate our free will, we need to have conscious awareness of our power of choosing. Or we have the power to choose. Okay? So that's the important thing here, because we have this gift. This is amazing gift as a human being that we have. It's unique. And this gift is so important and so unique that also God decided not to touch it. It's the free will. So we can become better or worse or nothing. Okay? So that's the important part of this free will that God gave us this gift, and I don't know what we are doing with it, but we should take this gift and put this in what is that for? Because this is for us to choose and to decide what we want to become. And the most important thing is that happiness is the way to get to get in happiness or being happiness is to serve others. It's what I discovered. When you serve others, you are in happiness. You can be in happiness. And there are many people that they are taking care too much about their fears, their unfair life, and they are just taking care of their regrets and things like that. And when you live in fear, you become the selfish person in the world, because the only thing that cares to you is you. That's why there was this lady that she was platinum in Nikken. Now she's down, but she was platinum, and we invited her to talk in front of a big group, like 3,000 people. And she was afraid to do that. She says, I'm not good talking in front of people. I'm not. And I said, why not? Well, I'm not feel confident to do that. And I asked her, what's your purpose for doing Nikken, or for doing what you do? It's not Nikken, it's more about what you do in Nikken. She says, well, I really want people to have a better life. I really want others to discover that there's options. And that's what I do. So she became a health coach also, because she took these health coaching studies, and she had the diploma and everything. I said, why you need that for? She says, well, because I really want to coach people. So, but you are afraid to talk in front of people. She said, yes. So, I think that you are selfish. She said, what? Yeah, you are so selfish. Because you just care about you. Well, the gift you have is not for you. And it's not for just a few group of people. You have an amazing gift to understand wellness very well. So think about it. Be generous and talk to others. She did a great job in the event. Wow, it was amazing. She stand in front of everybody. She owned the stage. She did a great job. And that makes the change in many people, because you will never know them maybe, but one word you said can change the life of someone else. And that's service. When we put our knowledge, our talent to serve others, we become a tool from God. We are a tool. And we can do many things, and serve others is the way to our real happiness, serving others. So this is important to say, because we can stay many years talking about why I cannot do things, and it's about you. And that's not the point. The point is about others. That's why when someone are suffering too much, I take them, for example, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she had everything like, she thought that everything was there for her. And one day I took her to this place where these children without parents, how you call that place?
Orphanage.
Orphanage. In a foundation in Colombia. And there were 120 young people, well, children, basically. And then we went the whole day there and serving there. And she talked with the psychologists and the people that they were taking care of these kids. And they said all of them had sexual abuse, all of them. And all of them had different kind of abuse. But they are here to learn how they can change their situation. They cannot change their condition and what happens to them, but they can change their situation, totally. And after being there, her point of view changed a lot for life. So now she's doing also events, to open events for inviting speakers to talk to young people. She do things like that. She organized a kind of a graduation, and she always look for this graduation has something special for a message for the kids. So the thing is that when you serve others, you will find a way. So if you are lost for some reason, or if you feel depressed or sad, go and serve. Volunteer. There are many. It's amazing. People, the whole world needs you. You can find many ways to serve. One couple, they were looking for, they talked to me and they were looking for a new church. I said, why you are looking for a new church? Because we don't feel satisfied with this, because this church don't do this for us, the priest don't do this, that for this. And I asked them, what are you doing for the church? What's your contribution? Why you are expecting to take? So why don't you go next time to church and say, we are here and we want to serve? Just say that. 1 month later, they write to me and say, this is the happiest thing that happens to us. We rediscover why we are here in this world.
Yes.
And that's amazing, you know? So this is always there are people that need someone to serve, not to help. Help is different. Help is when you feel that you are in a better position to others. You are not in a better position. You are in the same level. We are all in the same level. Nobody is out of others. We are all in the same level. So if we are in the same level, the only thing that we can do is to give our hand for those that need our hand, right? And that's amazing. That's beautiful when you can do that. Every year, I participate with a group that we go to the jungle in Mexico where nobody goes there and it's very far from everywhere. You don't have a phone signal there. And I go there to serve 22 doctors that they do free consulting for these people in the middle of nowhere. And it's amazing. The last time I went, there were 2,000 people that came from the different villages to have 3 days of consulting. The doctors attend 2,000 people. My job was just to take notes of the profiles of these people, and to based on the profile, we decide who goes to the hospitals, immediate care, who needs just some monthly care. Those don't need care. But the leader that is doing this is a Nikken leader. But it's not because Nikken leader, because she was already a leader in her church, and she's also becoming diamond soon. And but I was surprised because she always take a lot of Nikken products. for those that the doctor says no medicine, no treatment, but they continue saying, but I feel pain. So she says, come here. I have this for you. And he gave away a lot of products during these days. And it's amazing because I knew that she was doing this because in one convention she came late and she says, sorry, I was late. I was in my mission. I said, what is your mission? I start asking. And I said, can you take me next time with you? And it's a beautiful experience. But the most important thing here is that when you are thinking that you are giving, no, it's more for you. It's amazing. The happiness, the whole, what you can feel there is just beautiful. So if you have a chance to serve in your community, for sure, so many things. So do it, just do it. Go offer your service. Don't try to say, I want to do that and design that. No, just go and serve. And you will find it. But this is reality beautiful. But why I'm saying this? Because when we serve others, we understand life better. And this is when free will is there. Now you can activate free will for your own satisfaction, or you can activate the free will for the good for many, right? It's not the whole community. Another person that lives better or have better options, you are doing a great thing. The whole world is changing for one person. Okay? So that's the beauty of what we do. So go away from your comfort zone. Take a step out. Don't try to go out just like that because it's so scary. But take your time. Come to these events, get training, read some books, and you will eventually come out of your comfort zone and go to serve. And once you go out from your comfort zone, sometimes your comfort zone grows again. Right? So it's always good to move a little bit forward from there. Okay? So, how to become the best version of yourself? Now we have the power. We know that we have this gift that's free will. And now we are on the way to become the best version of yourself. Not for one moment, forever. So you are going to be reinventing yourself every time. Okay? So, how we do this? First, today we have some kind of results. We are, after years, we have a result. Do we? Any. I don't know which ones, but you have a result. You have a consequence of your whole life. Maybe you are satisfied, maybe you are not. It doesn't matter, because that's where you get, there is another place. Then you can go. So your life didn't end, right? Or did it? No, I don't think so. Your life didn't end. So, here we have something to talk about that. That is about what is the opposite of death?
Prosperity?
The opposite?
Solvency.
Okay. The opposite is life. Right? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, we are somewhere here, somewhere in this way. But thinking that life is the opposite of death is something that we learn wrong. Someone teach us wrong. Remember Sesame Street? Sesame Street? Okay. Tall, short, fat, thin, dark, light. Exit, entrance. Okay. So if this is the exit, what is the entrance?
Birth.
Yes, birth. We came here because we were born. That's the start. Okay? Life is what happens during these two moments, birth to death. So life never extinguishes, never ends. Life continues with you or without you. Makes sense? So that's the beauty of this. Because you are not the beginning and you are not the end. Okay? You cross this life, I don't know why, but you have to discover why. If you discover why, it's beautiful. But you are here for a reason, a purpose. Okay? So, once you are here today, this is the 50%. I don't know if you are someone here, but you can decide. You know when you know here, yeah, you know exactly when you birth, but you don't know when you are going to die. But for sure that will happen. Right? Some people feel uncomfortable to talk about this, but it will happen. For sure. Yes? Yes. So, but you can imagine, remember imagination? You can imagine when, at what age, right? So, in my imagination, mine is here. That's mine, okay? So I'm now in 38. So, just kidding.
It's okay.
Imagination.
Yeah, imagination. I'm 51, so I have a lot of years, right? I have all these years. This is the years I have in my imagination. I have these years. 51 years, I don't have anymore. Those went. I cannot change nothing there. Nothing. In these 51 years, nothing I can change. Right? But I learned 3 languages. I have been in different works. I love working in Nikken the last 26 years. That's my life. That's 51 years, 3 kids, one wife, 1 divorce, and that's it. And I still learning, reading books, going to seminars, taking courses, having choosing coaches, mentors, and still in that path, right? But this is exciting because from here to here, can I learn another language or 2? Can I learn how to play an instrument, music? Yes. Can I do trips? Right? I can do many things in these next years. I enjoy a lot the first 51. I thought that no, because in the age of 18, I was about to commit suicide, as I mentioned that before to you. But it was because I was lost. But for some reason, I didn't have enough, well, I had the courage, but someone stopped me not to commit suicide. That I know who was my grandfather. And yeah, he passed away many years ago, but I feel her presence that, hey, you are here from something else, don't do that, right? So, but after that, I learned that also everything that happens there was okay, was fine, was for me, not to me, okay? So, from here to here, I have a lot of plans, many plans, many. So that makes me feel every day excited. When I wake up, it's like, oh, I'm alive, I can do many things. But of course, step by step, I have my plans, I have my ikigai process always there for the short term and long term. And it's fun. I don't have to do things, I don't have to, because I hate to someone tell me what I have to do. I don't know you, but I hate that someone tells me what I have to do. And also I hate to tell me what I have to do to myself. So I do things that I want to do, right? And that's changing the energy. I want to, with I have to, right? So here, you can do your own plan here for how many years you have. I invite you to do that. One lady told me, oh, I just have 9 years left. I said, no, you don't have 9 years left. You own 9 years, and you can decide what to do with your next 9 years. You can suffer them all, or you can enjoy them all. But it's your decision. She's enjoying her life. Absolutely. After the training, her face changed a lot. Every time I see her in the events, she's smiling, she's inviting people, she's still doing a lot of things. Because she decided to. Another lady that she is 78 now. Her husband passed away. Her 2 kids passed away. And you can say, oh, she must be so sad. And when my mother and me, is a friend of us, we went to meet her because she should be lonely. And we went to meet her after 2 years that everything happened. And she says, guess what? I joined a diving group. And I learned diving. And I wanted to do that for years. Now I'm doing it. And now I went to my 10th diving with my group. We are going to the Polynesias and the Philippines. And that's great. She's enjoying life. She decided to enjoy life. Right? But if we found her 2 years later, like sad and depressed, well, it will be natural. You say, yes, that happened. That is a natural process. But she takes control of her life and she's enjoying her life. Right? And she looks so great as when she was married. She always was that way. Makes sense? So the idea here is not to make you suffer here, because we had a lady that at the age of 85, she became silver in Toluca, Mexico. So I went to that event and I put the pin. I was honored to put her pin. And I asked Anna, her name was Anna, and she said, Anna, talk about why Nikken? She says, well, because I was in the bed. I couldn't move. My friends were dying. And I was so sick. Someone brought me Nikken products. And I started feeling well. But I started feeling guilty. Because I said, why am I feeling well when all my friends are dying? I know less people than before. The more you survive, the less people you know. Right? So she says, okay, now I'm sharing this with my friends, and they are getting well. And I want to build my house. I say, wow, wonderful. 2 years later, after that, in the age of 87, she passed away. But she passed away dreaming. For sure, she built a house here. Yes? But she did, the last 2 years, she enjoyed life. She made a lot of friends. And when she passed away, was calm, in peace. And I said, wow, she deserves that. Every human being deserves that. So, the thing is that when you imagine the end, it's good to have one idea. Maybe you are going to survive this. It's okay. But I know people that they die at the age of 40, and they are buried
At 85.
at the 80. Yes, they die at the age of 40, and they were buried at the age of 80. I know one, very close to me, that I don't know when he dies. But he dies like 10 years ago, but still there, with no purpose, laying down in the bed, not doing nothing every day. And when I ask, how are you? Always the answer is, still here. I beg and pray every single day, God, to take it. But he don't listen to me. And he will not. Maybe he has a purpose that you will live another 20 years more. And what are you going to do with that? And I met another gentleman that at the age of 60, he was complaining a lot. Why? And he explained me why he was so depressed and he was not able to do Nikken. Because he had a very successful career as an executive in a company. Then he was fired, but because the life he had, he didn't take care of their kids, he divorced, and many things happened in his life. And now, alone, their kids don't care about him, no money, a little bit sick, and 60. And someone invited him in Cali, someone invited him to the event and to a wellness tribune, and he was saying why he can't and complaining about his life. And he was so like, my life don't have zero meaning, whatever. I said, okay, guess what? What if God has some plans for you and you are going to live another 30 years? And you decide to live those 30 years in the same condition?
Good question.
He says, oh, that hurts. I say, well, but the probability that you can live another 10 years is there. Is there. So, what are you going to do? Well, he started doing the business. I think that he become silver for sure, and I think that he's on the way to gold. He's on their frijolito. Yeah. But that's the thing, that you decide how many years you have, and what are you going to do with them. Can you do the exercise? Do the exercise. When you birth, and then at what age you are going to die, where you are now, and that's the years you have. All of you get like it's a very comfortable topic.
I don't like saying when I'm going to die.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, well, I don't know that I want to say that.
No? It's difficult.
At least 96.
Yeah. Yeah, you know the thing is that as the GPS, knowing where you are and where you are going to go and how long it would take, gives you a good idea how to plan. It doesn't matter if it happens earlier, right, or later. But the way for living in a plan with dreams is much better and more full of joy than not knowing where and what and when. Right? So that's the idea of this exercise. Of course, nobody wants to talk about when I'm going to die. Yeah, but you will eventually. But the purpose of this exercise is to decide how.
Kicking and screaming. I'm going to kick and scream my way all the way to the
Yeah. Yes, it is important that it doesn't matter if it's 1 year. One guy was in the hospital and the doctor says, oh, you have just 6 months. I say, really? That's sad. Would you like to feel that these 6 months takes longer than 6 months? He says, yes. Okay, go and live and go and live with your mother-in-law.
There's a joke.
Yeah, this is a joke. You can go and live with your mother-in-law. You will see that those 6 months will make a difference. Well, that's the thing. That if you are uncomfortable to do this exercise, it's okay.
No,
It's not mandatory to do it.
I'm 61 and I've always had 90 in my head.
Okay.
So I've got 30 years still to go.
Yeah, wonderful.
Skateboard City.
Yes, yes. And the more excitement you have, the less sickness you will have.
It's true. Yes.
Because your brain produces all these chemicals for happiness, and you will be more healthy with these chemicals than the others that also then your brain can produce.
How about if you put it on a vision board? How about if you put it on a vision board?
Yeah, you can put it in your vision board.
95.
Yes, I have that in my vision board, but it is okay. It's just imagination, remember? Imagination plus love equals faith, right? Live with faith. This is the idea to live with faith, not with doubts.
Because so many people go, yeah, I've heard go, I'm 60, 65, I'm retiring.
Retire for what?
Exactly, retiring for 30 years and do what?
Right.
They have no goals, no nothing.
Yeah. My father-in-law retired at the age of 62 and passed away in 64.
Oh,
It's a way to lose the purpose, lose the direction, excitement. So that's sad. That's sad, but it happens. The last 2 years, he could live better, but was always complaining things and that's not good, but well. Always we learn from others, right? That's a good thing. Well, so we have results. That's what I mean with results. We have some results today, and we want to change these results for the future, okay? So we say, how can we change my results? Well, you go and change your actions. And people think that changing the actions will change the results, but that doesn't happen. Sooner or later, the results will be the same because it's the same person doing the same actions in a different place with a different person and in a different school. But the person didn't change. So the person doing the same actions will sooner or later will get the same results. Okay? So what we have to change? Okay, we can change then our feelings. Because the feelings drives you to the actions, and the actions to the results. So we can change our feelings. I'll say, okay, I can change my feelings. So I go to the psychologist, a shaman, or whatever, because I need to learn my feelings and why I feel this way. 3 years later, you will know who to blame for those feelings. But your life will not change for that, because you know that. That's true. A lot of people knows the source of their problems, but they still live in the same way. Because it's like the addiction. It's not knowing that this is harmful for you. This will not change your behavior. Remember that? Because of the hiding loyalties, things like that. But we can change that very fast if you live in love. Living in love is living in forgiveness and gratitude. Okay? So, feelings is something that are influenced by thoughts. You think, then you exist. If you don't think, you don't know that you exist.